Hey friends, Mario here to talk about another brand new fear-mongering clickbait topic regarding your health and diet. Avoid eating rice. Listen to me very carefully. Avoid eating rice. Now, that command to you for your safety and health is exactly what you are being told to do by a guy with 196,000 followers. He must know what he's talking about. His name is Michael Morelli, and he's all worried about microplastics. And rice is the worst offender. Do not, please, listen to Mr. Morelli. Avoid eating rice. I feel better already. Do all of you understand how outrageously insane this is? Just fear-mongering clickbait. That's all it is, okay? So I went ahead and did a bunch of research to confirm exactly what I'm saying. But my research began with the fact that I don't need to do any research. Huh? What do you mean by that, Mario? Okay. Well, the concern about microplastics is in the modern age. Never mind that people all over the world, billions of people, have already consumed billions of tons of rice over centuries. And there's no documented harm of plastics for any of these people. This would be on the North American continent, the European continent, the African continent, the Asian continent. Billions of people. Say, oh, but Mario, it's the new modern day thing. Yes, it is. Okay? And that's true. We have modern day packaging, too much plastics. I agree. But this guy's first assertion in his thread is avoid. This is his number one. This is what he starts on. Like, this is the big problem. Rice is, and this is the word he uses, loaded. Rice is loaded with plastic. Avoid eating rice. It's his number one. Yeah, Mr. Morelli. You're the expert. You got 195,000 followers. Oh, hell. If somebody has 195,000 followers and makes such an assertion, they must be an expert and they must know what they're talking about. He goes on to say that a typical serving of rice contains 3 to 4 milligrams of microplastics. So I went ahead and did some more research about this. There were studies in Australia, studies about Indian rice. Funnily enough, no studies that I could find about China rice. There's only 1.4 billion people eating rice in China for the last 70 years of the modern world. Oh, they should be all full of problems with their microplastics, right? Or Indonesia, like another half a billion people there. Or, Mexico, Latin America. I mean, billions of people consuming rice for the last 70 years. And no one has ever correlated bad health to microplastics from rice. Why? Because it's in rice. It is. In tiny amounts. But he's like, it's loaded with rice. Rice is loaded with microplastics, says Mr. Morelli with his 195,000 followers. Fear-mongering his followers to build more followers. How sick, man. How sick. This is what Best Western doctor, what's his name? Midwestern doctor did with statins, coming out with this video about statins. The statin scam, costing you billions. The scam is that there's a statin scam, and Midwestern doctor is the one running the scam. Okay, that's in my previous video. Go watch that one. back to Mr. Morelli and his assertion about, again, please let me be very clear what Mr. Morelli is telling you. He's telling you very clearly, don't eat rice. This is what he stated in his post. Avoid eating rice. It's poison. Billions of people all over planet Earth have been consuming rice in the modern age with no known connection, no connection, no measured connection, no studied connection, no connection, none whatsoever between them eating rice and their bad health due to their consuming microplastics for 70 years. And I asked Grok a couple of things too. And Grok said, well, more long-term studies are needed. I said, yeah, Grok, 70 years isn't long enough? Mr. Morelli, 70 years isn't long enough? Unbelievable. So you see, again, is plastics a problem? Yes. Is the overuse of plastics a problem? Yes. Is plastic getting into our foods because of processing a problem? Yes. Should you avoid eating rice because it's loaded with plastic? How freaking unbelievable. I mean, honestly, I'm borderline like you should be fined and go to jail and be sentenced to community service to just get you like a 2x4 smacking you in the head so that you learn not to do this kind of things to the general public with your Twitter account. In this case, Mr. Morelli. Sorry. By the way, I don't know this guy, and I don't mean to be picking on him. It's just that I'm very sensitive about this one in particular because I live in China for 25 years, and like every day, 1.4 billion people are eating rice. And nobody has a buildup, there's like no national emergency after 70 years of modern world rice consumption of people being poisoned by microplastics from their rice. So specifically, okay, I'm going to use this comparison. Do you like seafood? Let me give you a little comparison here. Do you like seafood? Do you like clams? The other day I went down to this seafood market and I bought some fresh clams. Man, Italian, just olive oil and onion, green onion and garlic, salt and pepper, heat it up, stir fry it, throw in, big bowl of fresh clams, throw in a cup or two of water, some white wine, cover it, and let it simmer for a while. The clams open up and you eat the clams. Yeah, man, that's the Italian way. That's the way we do it. Okay, I'm eating the clams and I'm eating sand. I'm eating sand, right? You can't, sometimes there's sand in the clams. Pieces of sand. It's called dirt, isn't it? Yeah, and I'm eating a little, there's sand in the clams. Yeah. It's, okay. So everybody in China, everybody should, well, I don't know, man. Maybe Americans like Mr. Morelli don't know this, but everybody, you wash your rice, okay? Everybody knows you're supposed to wash your rice. And you rinse your rice and you use your hand to stir it around. If you fill the 2 cups of rice, you fill the rice pot with water, you use your hand, you stir it around, and you get all the little particles of dust. Oh, did I say particles? Oh, I guess that would include, okay, by the way, Grok told me, it's an estimate between 8 and 40 tiny little particles of plastic. And that he did, I'm not talking about dust and dirt. Specifically, we were only talking about plastics. There's like somewhere between 8 and 40 tiny little particles of microplastics in the rice. That would be along with all the dust and dirt. I mean, you rinse your rice, boys and girls. 3, 4, my son learned from his Lao grandma, my mother-in-law. You rinse your rice at least 3 times. And when you rinse the rice, why are you doing that? To get all the dust and dirt and microplastic particles out of your rice. You wash your rice. You rinse it before you cook it. So this is just unbelievable. I'm done. I made my point, didn't I? 10 minutes, I made my point. I'm sorry, Mr. Morelli. I used you to do this. I've attacked you. I apologize. But your number one assertion on your article, on your post about microplastics to your 200,000 followers, and your number one assertion was avoid eating rice. And now I have to write to the Chinese government and tell 1.4 billion Chinese, I have to write to the Indonesian government and tell 500 million Indonesians, and then I don't know how many there are in Latin America and Mexico, everybody eating rice. And I have to write to all of these governments and tell them, Michael Morelli said that all these billions of people all over the world who consume rice every single day, like multiple times a day, and have been for the last 70 years, they need to begin immediately boycott rice. Stop eating rice. Don't eat rice. All of a sudden, billion tons of rice. Don't eat it anymore because it's loaded with microplastics, says Mr. Morelli. Yeah, thank you very much. I don't think so. That's it. I'm done. I made my point. It's this ridiculous social media world, this fear-mongering for clickbait crap. Okay? I'm on a warpath against this shit. See you later.